How are you, friend?
Bonjour everyone, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Unity. So, when we last left off, after escaping from that corrupted server of World War II, we are back in Arno's memories, and we flash forward to about...
You summoned?
Monsieur Dorian, we have a task for you.
More fetch and carry work, I imagine.
2 master assassins are dead, one by your own hand in defense of a Templar. Count yourself lucky this is the extent of your punishment.
And Germain?
It's none of your concern. Last night, the Paris Commune declared itself an open insurrection against the king. As we speak, 20,000 armed revolutionaries are laying siege to the Tuileries. Even the National Guard are on the brink.
That doesn't sound good.
Some of them have thrown in with the revolutionaries.
That
is splitting at the seams.
And this doesn't please us? The people are fighting for what is owed them. Liberté, égalité.
If we danced about on a simple scale in need of balancing, you'd be right. But the truth is more complicated. In putting Mirabeau's affairs in order, we've come across certain correspondences of a royal nature.
Mirabeau's in contact with the king.
And he was rather less discreet than he should have been. If the king's copies of these letters were made public, the Templars would be in a position to expose and purge our agents across France.
And I'm to slip in and find them first.
And quickly. The Swiss Guard are badly outnumbered. It's likely they'll be overwhelmed before nightfall.
Won't be the first palace I've broken into.
and it will certainly not be the last, Arno. But yes, this is the day in history. This day is remembered as the fall of the French monarchy. After the angry mob eventually storms the palace, and the royal family takes refuge with the National Convention, and who then proceed to strip King Louis XVI of his title as king and form the First French Republic. After this, things start to get very bloody, very messy, which is exactly what Germain.
Ready? Aim! Fire! Good work. Back to your posts.
So it's a race against the time against an angry mob.
Honestly, the quality of rhetoric amongst bloodthirsty rioters these days.
I know, Arno. The nerve. The Templars have really turned this revolution bloodthirsty. Oh, is that the best you can do? Bring it on. One assassin is capable of taking on a dozen men at once. If he's good enough, that is. Disappear into the shadows, my friend. Headshot. Uh-oh. It took me several tries, actually, to get this right. This is actually the final time I recorded it and got it right. Oop. Sabotage the alarm bell, and then sneak inside and oh, holy snap. The physical remains of the King's Guard. There's no doubt about it. This mob's out for blood. Royal blood.
Bloody hell! Any sign of the tyrant?
Must have back it off.
Bleeding coward.
All too easy. Don't me my big mouth. Come on. Go away. Don't see me. You can't see. Oh, they can see me.
What was that? How strange. Better get back to the boys anyway. Huh?
Should I or shouldn't I? Nah, I shouldn't. Don't look this way, don't look this way, don't look this way. Oh, they... I always have to be anonymous to sabotage the bells.
Damn it! Oh, shit!
I am really good at this headshot stuff. That should keep any guards from calling reinforcements. Come on. Come on, right here. Oh, I didn't mean to kill him. I meant to kill that guy. Jeez, this is a massacre. Paris has gone to hell. Well, at least there aren't any heads on pikes yet, right? That would be. Ugh. Sorry about that.
That's odd. Ah, sod it. It's not the hell.
Stealth is cool and all, but when it comes down to it, I am definitely a melee-based assassin. I like fighting in hand-to-hand combat. But unfortunately, I cannot always do that because I will eventually be overwhelmed, just like these Swiss guards were. Oh, there's one still alive. Never mind.
Back! Back! Stay away! Stay away!
Easy there, fella. I'm here to help you. That doesn't sound good.
This is my patriotic duty!
Holy snap.
You certainly don't look like a blood-crazed revolutionary. The hood is a bit sinister, though, if you don't mind my saying.
Serving as rear guard, are you? Convenient how that puts several locked doors between you and the fighting.
Oh, I'm not here at all. Not officially, anyway. But how often does one find the opportunity to poke about in a king's private study?
Looking for anything in particular?
State secrets, private correspondences, personal treasures, that sort of thing.
I do hope we're not eyeing the same prize.
Name it.
Certain letters written to the king, ripe for misunderstanding should the wrong men find them.
I see. Well, then perhaps we can help each other. I believe the king has built a hidden vault somewhere in here. If only we could find it.
Wait, Emperor. Whoops, I spoiled it. Alright, but there's no point in hiding it. That guy is Napoleon Bonaparte. Born on Corsica, and soon to be Emperor of France. And he's here looking for something too. Who, as you may have guessed. And he just found it. That's...
Cornico? And you?
Believe so? Yes. This is it. That should take care of that.
And may I suggest we leave? Quickly!
What is that?
Our way out. Cover me, would you?
Anti-revolutionary bastard! Get moving!
Damn you! You'll pay for that! Die like a man!
Napoleon, you have no idea. How many times is he gonna keep saying that? But it's not often you get praise from the Emperor of the French Empire.
Aha, bastard! You can't! Bury some sticks! You bleeding bastard! I'll make you pay!
Let's go.
Search everything! I want those documents!
Him! Damn!
Yes, Captain Rui has that effect on people.
Friend of yours?
A persistent thorn I haven't quite managed to pluck out.
He has information I need. I need to get back up there.
In this mess, you'll never find him again. Come with me, I have a better idea. You handled yourself well back there. I don't suppose you've ever considered military service?
I'm not much for following orders.
Ah, the bane of generals and statesmen everywhere. An individualist. I know the feeling.
Men like us have a great advantage over most in the army. You see, we can think for ourselves. If you joined up today, you'd be a marshal in 10 years, guaranteed.
A generous offer, but no.
Where the heart leads, a man must follow. Look me up if you ever change your mind. Bonaparte is my name. Napoleon Bonaparte. Second Lieutenant of Artillery, for now.
Arno Dorian.
A pleasure. And as a personal favor, if anyone asks, I was never here. Watch the whole thing from a furniture shop across the carousel.
A face in the crowd, of course.
This guy is really smart. No wonder why he's one of the greatest military minds in human history. But there's also another reason, which I will get into shortly.
What now?
Just a moment. You may want to take cover.
Why?
Everything all right, sir?
Fine, Corporal. Superb shot. Regular drills are critical to a regiment's success.
We should be going, sir.
We part ways here.
What about Rui?
Give me a few days. I'll see what I can learn of his current posting. Perhaps I can arrange an introduction. Be well.
You guys it may not have been entirely visible at that moment, but if you guys go back, I could stop the video, you'll see what Napoleon had in his hand, and from that chest. It was an apple of Eden. We couldn't see it fully, and I only got a quick glance of it, but I know it was. And if any of us play Assassin's Creed 2, we know for a fact that Napoleon had in his possession an apple of Eden, and during his time as the French Emperor. And now we know how he got it. He's somehow the king of France, and has managed to get his hands on one of the apples, and Napoleon stole it. What I want to know is, how did he find out about it? Napoleon's a dangerous man indeed. I would not be surprised if they decide to make another game involving Arno with Napoleon. Quite the interesting pair. One's an assassin, the other is a French emperor bent on world domination. Wonder how their future turns out. Alright, enough babbling. Next video, coming up soon. This is Jungoguy, signing off.